Okay, today we're going to be talking about AR verbs. Alright. Can you see that?
No.
Alright. Okay. The present tense, we use it in English, we have it in Spanish. The present tense is what we use when we want to talk about things that we are currently doing or actually will happen in the near future. And we've been using it all through first semester. We used it with the verb tener, we used it with the verb ser. I am a teacher. That is a current fact about me. We could also say, ella tiene un cumpleaños el martes. You could say she has a birthday on Tuesday, meaning it's coming up in the near future. So all that stuff is called the present tense. In English and Spanish, verb conjugation, they have to agree, and we already know that. The word conjugation means taking the verb and making it agree with the subject. So with the verb ser, to make it agree with yo, we said soy. With tener, we said tengo. But we all have to change it. If I gave you ellos and tener, you made it tienen. So all the verbs have to agree. In English, this is the biggest difference that I've found between English and Spanish, and the biggest or most difficult concept for Spanish students to grab. In English, we use helping verbs. She is swimming. We are running. I am eating. That's talking about what's currently happening right now for present tense. But in Spanish, there's no helping verbs. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. So if I wanted to say she is swimming, I just say she swims in Spanish. You don't have to use a helping verb. And you're going to hear me say this a lot, because people want to try to put that word S in there all the time. And you don't have to use that when you're saying she is swimming. You just use the verb to swim, nadar. And I'm going to show you how we do that. Okay, so we just say she runs, we run, I eat, all those things. Okay. Give you a chance to finish writing that. Just remember, when you are taking notes, you don't have to do it word for word. If you've got the concept, little blurb here and there if you need that. So just write down what you need to know.
What's the last part of the very last? We say, she runs, I get, is that in Spanish?
That should probably say she swims, we run, I eat. Right here? Is this what you're saying?
Yeah. I don't understand that.
Okay, so you will never say she is swimming. You just say she swims. Okay? Does that make sense? You don't need to use this word S. If I said write a sentence about what she's doing and I give you a picture of a girl swimming, then you don't say she is swimming. You say she swims, and that'll be in Spanish. I'm going to show you how you say she swims. Okay? So basically, take away from this, verbs have to agree with their subjects, and no helping verbs. All right, I'm going to move on. We can always pull that back up later if we need. Okay, so in the present tense, there are things called AR verbs, and that's what our video was just about. Okay, we have the verb nadar. ¿Qué significa nadar?
To swim.
Yes, to swim. All right, so how you're going to do it, you're going to drop the AR ending on nadar. Okay, so there's an AD is left. That's called the, you have the stem left over. You have your stem of your verb, NAD, and the ending is AR. So you're going to drop the AR. Then you add the appropriate ending to agree with the subject. This is conjugating the verb nadar, these steps. So remember our box, yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, ellos, ellas, ustedes, which are I, you, he, she, you formal, we, they, and you all. All right? If you want to say I swim or I am swimming, it's the same thing. You say nado. You put the O on at the end of NAD. Okay, the to ending is as. usted, a. Nosotros is amos. Okay, we're going to skip the next one, which is vosotros. You don't have to learn that one. And then an is the ellos ending. So o, as, a, amos, an. This is the key, the box, these endings you need to know for the test. So when you get your test, just write them real quick. O, as, a, amos, an on there. And that'll be the key, along with remembering to drop off the AR ending.
So then would you say, like for nadar, would you say yo, nado?
Yep, yo nado. And I'll show you that conjugation here in a bit. Once people are finished writing this. Okay. So back to that example where I said you don't say she is swimming using the verb nadar. People want to say ella es nadar or something. That's wrong. You just say ella nada because the she is ella and the a is the ending that goes with her. So ella nada means she swims or she is swimming. It means both. Okay, here's the example of nadar conjugated. You have to remember to drop off the AR. A lot of people forget to do that. So it's yo nado, tú nadas, él, ella, usted nada, nosotros nadamos, ellos, ellas, ustedes nadan. So you can still see those endings, o, as, a, amos, an. And they're just stuck onto that stem. Nado, nadas, nada, nadamos, nadan. Todos repitan. O, as, a, amos, an. Otra vez. O, as, a, amos, an. Okay, let's put them all together. O, as, a, amos, an. Good. Okay, you can kind of see any similarities to the verb tener or ser. Any? They're very similar because we had like tener, tango, the yo form has an O. Tienes has an ES ending. This has an AS ending because tener is an ER verb, ends in ER. These are AR verbs. Tiene was the simpler form. The A kind of becomes more simple from the as. And then tenemos, EMOS ending, nadamos, and then we have tienen, ends in EN, and then we have nadan. All right? Keep in mind, like I said, I'm going to say this a lot, there's no helping verbs in Spanish. So here's some examples. There's your endings just to help you in case you need them. We have los estudiantes and estudiar. So I want to say the students study or the students are studying. It's just los estudiantes estudian. Dropped off the AR ending, and because it's students, the they form, we add the AN ending, estudian. Another example, to and llevar. ¿Qué significa llevar? To wear. So we're going to say the students, or you wear, or you are wearing. Drop off the AR, and what ending am I going to add? AS. To llevas, or you wear, you are wearing. Another example, Mariana and esperar. Anybody know esperar? This one is to wait for or expect. So we have Mariana. What ending goes on esperar? Ah. Mariana espera, or Mariana waits. Mariana is waiting. I'm going to stop the video so we have time to, I have to save it. And we'll continue in just a second.